Hello! In today's lesson we are going to talk about programming. Programming is the art of creating instructions for computers to follow. It's like writing a recipe, but instead of cooking a meal, you're building software, websites, or games. To write these instructions, we use programming languages such as Python, Java, or JavaScript. These languages provide a structured way to communicate with computers. Programmers break down complex problems into smaller, more manageable steps, and then write code to solve each step. This involves using data structures to organize information and algorithms to perform specific tasks. By combining these elements, programmers can create a wide range of applications from simple tools to sophisticated systems. Whether you're interested in web development, game design, or artificial intelligence, programming offers endless possibilities for content creation and content management. Okay, now let's understand more about classical programming. First, we'll need to deep dive into the core concepts of programming. Firstly, we'll start with programming languages. Those are tools to communicate with computers. Popular languages include Python, Java, C++, JavaScript, or C Sharp. Algorithms. Those are step-by-step procedures to solve problems. They are neutral to any programming language. Examples include sorting algorithms, searching algorithms, or data structures. Data structures are ways to organize and store data. Examples include arrays, linked lists, stacks, queues, trees, and graphs. The evolution of programming is object-oriented programming, and we'll start with those concepts. The first concepts represent classes, which are blueprints for creating objects. Objects are instances of classes with specific attributes and behaviors. Now we'll need to think about the pillars of object-oriented programming. Those pillars include encapsulation, abstractization, polymorphism, and inheritance. Now we'll need to learn a bit about programming architectures. Firstly, we'll talk about the layered architecture, which organizes components into layers, each with specific responsibilities. At the same time, we can have a microservices architecture, which breaks down an application into small, independent services. We can also look at client-server architecture, a common model where clients request services from servers. Now, we'll deep dive into web development and talk a bit about some roles and technologies. First, we'll talk about UI/UX designers. UI stands for user interface and UX for user experience. The role focuses on user experience and interface design. Front-end developers or engineers create the user interface using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Backend developers or engineers develop the server-side logic and database interactions. Now, don't worry if you don't know programming or don't know those engineers. You can do all of that by using a CMS, which stands for Content Management Systems. Those are user-friendly platforms for creating and managing websites without extensive coding knowledge, like WordPress, Drupal, or Joomla. Thanks. As you've seen, programming is a fundamental skill for building software applications and digital products. By understanding core concepts like algorithms, data structure, and object-oriented programming, developers can create efficient and effective solutions. Web development, in particular, involves a collaborative effort between front-end and back-end developers, as well as UI/UX designers. The choice of programming languages, frameworks, and tools depends on the specific requirements of the project. So, starting today, you can think about programming in terms of content creation and distribution. Thank you.